So, you know, Donald Trump is giving out $1,000 for these migrants to go any location they want to go. Now, we're going to get to a video that everybody needs to see. I'm taking you to New Jersey. You see, these mayors are trying to be above the law, and the mayor got arrested by ICE. So without further ado, you have people that's in certain political ramifications have an issue with Donald Trump and his administration for making sure the people in America is good. And so, remember what I said, that there's some people that's American will also be deported. Ringo touched on it earlier today, a few hours ago. And like I told y'all many times in many of my videos, your paperwork has to be correct. And it's their time. You as a man, you as a woman, you have children, you have to make sure all documents is on point from here on out. Because of a lot of scamming, a lot of scandals, a lot of people stealing people's identity, it's all coming to an end sooner than what we think. And that's why they got the real ID out. The reason why they really got the real ID out is not because of what people speculate. It's due to the fact of the way things are right now. People are being falsified by mistaken identity. And so now they have to go the route the Most High allowed them to go. And see, I'm going to say this, because even Anton touched on this. Listen, y'all, make sure you get yourself a driver's license. Get your driver's license. Get your driver's license. Get your passport. I've been saying that for a long time, because now you're going to need a passport to travel in the country. It's going to get to a point that if y'all don't got your stuff together, even people in America, you ain't got your proper IDs, your proper documents where it needs to be, start ordering the things you need to order. You're going to have to start spending some money to get certain things to verify you from here. I'm telling you. Because I'm going to show you something right now. Let's get to the news. You hit the like button on your way in. The Cash App, it is pinned to the top if you want to support the Cash App. And I'm also going to let the Cash App go through the screen so that you can see the Cash App. Many of you know my Venmo. If you want to support the Venmo, you can support the Venmo as well. Appreciate those who've been supporting the stream. All right, let's get right to it. Let me go to the video right now. Give me 1 second. I told y'all, they're not playing, y'all. They're not playing. They're not playing around, man. This stuff is getting real. This mayor thought he had the nerve to go to the ICE facility. Hold 1 second. Let's get to it. Hold on. All right, I'm back. Thing be acting up sometimes. You already know how it is. The thing be acting up. Okay. Let's see if it's there. All right. There it is. All right, let's get to it, y'all. Here we go. One more thing I need to do. All right, there we go. Now we can get down to business. Let's take a listen.
Less than 24 hours after a chaotic arrest, Newark Mayor Ras Baraka is back in the public eye defending his actions. Tonight, the Department of Homeland Security released body cam footage of the moments federal officers arrested the mayor for allegedly breaking into Delaney Hall.
So now you got his constituents fighting the police ICE. Police ICE and his constituents going at it. Let's rewind it back. Remember, the mayor has his bodyguards and protection. Now they going at police ICE. Watch this unfold again.
Less than 24 hours after a chaotic arrest, Newark Mayor Ras Baraka is back in the public eye defending his actions. Tonight, the Department of Homeland Security released body cam footage of the moments federal officers arrested the mayor for allegedly breaking into Delaney Hall. The agency blurred the faces on the video. Mayor Baraka claims the new facility there is operating illegally.
So he's saying that the facility is illegally. He has an issue of where they are moving the migrants to. All right, let's continue.
Guajardo spoke with the mayor and has the latest.
Mayor Ras Baraka is now facing a trespassing charge for allegedly entering an ICE detention property illegally.
Let's rewind that back again.
Allegedly entering an ICE detention property illegally. He described his arrest as humiliating, stressful, and even depressing. Just hours after the mayor took our...
All those words are, led to the devil. Let's go.
Questions, hundreds of his supporters came out here to Foley Square to show their support for Mayor Baraka and to fight for due process.
Get off of me! Get off of me! Put your hands on me!
This moment captured on camera shows the instant federal agents are...
Oh my goodness, she getting in his face too. Look at this. She getting in his face. Like, get your hands off of me. Let's rewind it back, y'all.
Baraka and to fight for due process.
Get off of me! Get off of me! Put your hands on me!
This moment captured on camera shows the instant federal agents arrested Newark, New Jersey Mayor Ras Baraka outside of Delaney Hall, a new ICE facility.
They made a decision to arrest me. They made a decision to violate me. They made a decision to humiliate me, to put me in cuffs, and told the people to take me to the ground. Thank God the Office of Homeland Security didn't do that.
Baraka shared his story this morning outside of an event in Newark. He was held for hours Friday night.
I'm telling you right now, you got a lot of people want to protect evil. You got a lot of people want to protect evil out there in the northern states. And now you have the New York mayor gonna have to be on alert because his constituent, the New Jersey mayor, got arrested. You see what I'm saying? He thought he was above the law. You're the mayor of the city. You don't have jurisdiction when it comes to buttering into other people's business. And see, what I believe is going to start happening is that President Trump is going to remove certain funds for the most part in these Ibarashi states. The reason why I believe that is because these people had it in for him, and in the sense he's getting his get back. At the same time, man, he wants this country to be great for the people. You can't knock him for that. You know what I'm saying? The average American person has been providing services for people that is not from here. And they doing better than you for the most part. You have a hard time getting certain things depending on where you at, depending on what state you at. You know what I'm saying? continue.
By the Department of Homeland Security before being released and charged with trespassing. According to court documents, the mayor unlawfully entered and remained on Delaney Hall property. In a press release, the Department of Homeland Security accused members of Congress of storming the gate and breaking into the facility illegally.
Now, if you want to see these people stay in your state, you're not going to get resources. That's what's going to end up happening. I'm telling you. If these people keep on protecting these other people that's from these other countries, particularly the criminals, and they're going to start giving you resources. They're going to pull resources from your state because remember, you still got to get money from the federal. Your state needs certain things. And so now the people that work in your state, the municipal palace, they're going to be struggling. The teachers is already dealing with a lot of stress up there, and the list goes on. So it's going to be lawlessness if this continues. Let's go.
Tricia McLaughlin, the Assistant Secretary of Public Affairs for DHS, told CNN they've obtained video of Congress members body slamming ICE officials.
It's disgusting.
She says an investigation is underway and more arrests could be on the horizon.
No.
So they was body slamming the ICE? Hold on, let's rewind back.
Investigation is underway and more arrests could be on ICE officials.
It's disgusting.
She says an investigation is underway and more arrests could be on the horizon.
Nobody from ICE was slammed on the ground. We didn't storm the place. So all of it is a lie.
The mayor pushed back, saying he was invited onto the ICE property and stayed for over an hour.
Somebody allowed me to go in there. I didn't climb a fence. I didn't kick the door down.
He claims no one said a word to him while on property. But the interim U.S. attorney for the District of New Jersey posted on X.
Okay, so she says the mayor of Newark, Ross Baraka, committed trespass and ignored multiple warnings from Homeland Security investigations to remove himself from the ICE detention sit-in in Newark, New Jersey this afternoon. He was willingly choosing to disregard the law that would not stand in this state. He has been taken into custody. No one is above the law. Ooh. 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 There's a statement right there. There it is. Let's go.
That the mayor ignored multiple warnings to remove himself.
When immigrants are under attack, what do we do? Stand up like that.
Dozens.
Okay, is these migrants going to help you out in time of need? Is they going to help you out in time of need? They doing better than your people. I'm telling you, man. These people want to stay at the bottom. They want to stay at the bottom, y'all. I'm convinced these people love staying at the bottom. They don't believe in the Most High. They don't believe in Christ. They want these criminals to be doing all types of madness in their state. And that's why a lot of people, important people, are leaving New Jersey, leaving New York, leaving California, leaving Boston, leaving these northern states. Nobody wants to be living in those climates and having somebody disrespecting their house, disrespecting their kids, disrespecting their wife, disrespecting a man, that's in a household, disrespecting their children, disrespecting other family members. So you got this Ibarasi chick. Why don't you move them in your home since you love them so much? Since you want to take care of them and feed them of your choice. People are tired of criminals. People are tired of criminals.
Immigrants are under attack. What do we do? Stand up like that.
Dozens attended a rally outside of Foley Square.
What happened yesterday to Mayor Baraka is wrong. It's distressing, and it is cause for action.
To show their support for Mayor Baraka.
If they can do that to elected officials, none of us is safe.
The mayor's.
So it doesn't matter the culture at this point. Ibaracis is different type of cultures, y'all. Y'all know why I stand with these Ibaracis. These people love sin. They love sin. They love sin. Whether it's the governor, the mayor, the district, the county, they love sin. Majority of these people love sin. And that's why the people that have left ain't coming back. They may visit, they ain't staying there. They're not bringing no services to those states. It's getting out of control in these northern states. Let's go.
Opponents in New Jersey's governor's race also came to his defense.
The good news is he's out, right? Again, but the bad news is there's plenty others who aren't. And I think the point is we all have to stand here in solidarity and keep fighting back.
Baraka says he will continue his fight against the company running the ICE facility.
You've called this facility illegal and dangerous. Can you explain why?
Because we haven't inspected it properly. We haven't been in it. So we have to say that it's dangerous.
DHS claims.
Oh, because you haven't inspected it. So that means to tell me that you're not up on game. You're not up on game when it comes to taking care of the facility. You folks in New Jersey, man, you're going to have a serious wake-up call if you keep letting these people be over you. If you keep letting these people be over you, for real. All right, let me shout out the Cash Apps. Let me shout out the Cash Apps. All right, I'm gonna shout out the Cash Apps. Corey just recently sent me a Cash App. I appreciate that. Shout out to Daryl for the Cash App yesterday. Shout out to Mark. Shout out to Daryl today for the Cash App. Okay, let me go back in order. Today, shout out to Corey, just recently sent me a Cash App. Let me send him an emoji. Shout out to Daryl for sending me something earlier today. And shout out to Mark for sending me something earlier today. Appreciate that, brothers. And the brother that always support, Forever Studio, supported twice yesterday and also supported the people to become members only. He gave out 5 of them. Listen, Forever Studio, man. Forever Studio has been the top supporter in Daryl and Azandria. Those 3 have been the top supporter over the last 2 months. Those 3 have been the top supporters. I consider them consistent supporters of this stream. Azandria, Forever Studio, and Daryl. Other people support here and there, and I appreciate that. I just want to acknowledge the consistent supporters, because those are the consistent supporters that support the platform. And then you have at times Corey, Sats, V-Dub Man, Brainwaves, Ringo, and others when they can, that support the platform. Some of you other ladies, the Marissas, you know what I'm saying, the Life with the Jones family, the Selenas, the Trender with Sharice. Once in the blue, they hit the Cash App, you know what I'm saying? And then those once in a while, so appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all supporting the stream. So if these people love these people, look what they got here. Make the Road, New Jersey. Listen, nobody's coming to New Jersey. Why would I want to have my money invested in a place that is crumbling? You're not taking care of the people there. These people have to come in correctly. If I want to go to another country, I have to go into that country correctly. I can't go to somebody else's country incorrectly. So why should the people come here incorrectly? Come in correct. Come in with the proper documents. Come in and be on point. Then we won't have this issue. I mean, these people from other places, man, they spoiled. And this is what happened. A lot of people in the northern states have gotten spoiled. They have gotten spoiled. And when I mean spoiled wickedly, for the most part. Not all. Yet the majority of the people in the northern states are demonified. And then they come down here to the south, bringing a demonified situation. And it's kicking them in the behind because the Most High is about to kick them out of the south. The southern states. Let's go.
The facility's permits are valid and have been cleared.
The mayor says he was treated with dignity and respect while in custody and fully cooperated with authorities.
Of course, he was being respected. Yet, if it's somebody else, will he come to their aid? He don't care about the people in Newark. That mayor don't care about the people in Newark. He care about his pockets. He care about, listen, he care more about the migrants than his own people and his own subordinates. Man, these demons, I tell you.
With authorities. Baraka is also running for governor of New Jersey in Lower Manhattan.
Oh, so he's running for governor of New Jersey and the other guy's going to step down, right? Let's hear that again.
New Jersey in Lower Manhattan. Addie Guajardo treated with dignity and respect while in custody and fully cooperated with authorities. Baraka is also running for governor of New Jersey in Lower Manhattan. Addie Guajardo, CBS News, New York.
I tell you, these people, man, these people be on one, y'all. These people be on one. And we're going to get to the video of what Donald Trump said, a recent one. Let me get the people in the chat. All right. Salute Federal Studios. What's going on, Aben? We have Corey, like I said. Appreciate the support. We got Tanya So 100 in the house. We have Rizza in the house. Okay, so y'all appreciate y'all double tapping the lights. I like that. I like that. I like that. You're double tapping the lights. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. Appreciate that. Let's get to Donald Trump right now. Hold on, let me get the video ready. And from what I'm hearing, Trump is about to get all the important information of who's housing these migrants. So be on the lookout. We're about to see a serious amount of cleanup, little by little, here and there. Okay, I got the video ready. Okay. Let's see. What's the recent one? Okay, so it is 5 days ago. We'll go to CBS News. Okay, let me get the thing ready, the banner ready again. Oh, let me get the banner ready. Appreciate y'all tuning in to the show. Thank y'all for liking the video. Okay, CBS News, let's get to it.
Look at someone and think, how do they?
Oh, wrong thing I pressed. Excuse me. Okay, here we go.
We begin with the Trump administration offering undocumented migrants free airline tickets and a $1,000 stipend if they self-deport. So CBS News White House reporter Willie James Inman joining us live outside the White House now. So Willie, how would this actually work?
Before we hear how this actually works, let me just state this. There's a lot of people on edge right now because a lot of these people have their names in particular homes and particular avenues. Companies is getting hit hard if they try to hide these people. There's a lot of shaking and making going on in this country, y'all. And for those in the northern states, all I could tell you is you could see a change. You know what I'm saying? Now, I haven't been to the northern states in a minute. So for those who's in the northern states, you know, you gotta come on the platform. You ain't gotta show yourself. I want to know what's going on over there. You know what I'm saying? I really want to know what's going on. Because I'm hearing that a lot of people's about to be arrested. The governors, the mayors, the officials, you know, because they're hiding certain people. Let's go.
Hey there, Julia. Good to be with you on this Monday afternoon. Well, the Trump administration is looking to deport migrants this way in large part because it would save the government money. That's part of the thinking here. A Department of Homeland Security official explained that it costs about $17,000 to find and apprehend a migrant who is undocumented here in the United States and deport them. So this could potentially save the government thousands of dollars per person. And the president spoke about this earlier today.
It's interesting that they using the numbers I talk about. $1,000 per person. Didn't I tell y'all about that? Put a 5 in the chat if y'all heard me say that. It's $1,000 per person. Like you worth thousands, you worth 10,000s, you worth, depending on your name is your currency. Your name is your currency, y'all. Keep telling y'all. Because see, we dispersing too much to everybody, and the people that really need it cannot have access to that money. And so there's a judgment on that. See, Trump gets the judgment. He gets the judgment, y'all. And so a lot of these relationships, man, it's going to be a lot of separation of the relationships. And you know what's crazy? I'm giving an alley-oop to the passport guys. Why they ain't talking about this? I'm surprised the passport guys ain't talking about this. Because a lot of countries are also, people are having a hard time going to certain other countries from what I'm hearing through the grapevine. Me personally, I have connects in other countries. I'm like brainwaves. I ain't got to, like, if I go to certain countries, because I know it's a hot tick with America right now, I got connections in other countries. And see, the passport guys, they may know certain people. They don't know important people. You got to know important people in other countries in these times, y'all. Connections is very important. Before you get to the money, before you get the support, you got to have connections with these people. Because it's about to get real. If you're moving righteously, you don't have to worry about this. Let's go.
Listen.
But what we thought we'd do is a self-deport, where we're going to pay each one a certain amount of money, and we're going to get them a beautiful flight back to where they came from, and they have a period of time. And if they make it, we're going to work with them so that maybe someday, with a little work, they can come back in if they're good people, if they're the kind of people that we want in our company, industrious people.
Listen to this again. Listen to what he's saying.
They can come back in if they're good people, if they're the kind of people that we want in our company, industrious people that could love our country. And if they're not, they won't.
If they're not, they won't. That means they won't come back. Okay? Let's see what he says.
Now, the way that migrants can sign up for this program is by using the CBP Home app. That is the app that was used under the Biden administration for migrants to register themselves here, so they could be, the government could have information about them and their status here in the United States. But the Trump administration is using this as a way for migrants to not only register themselves, but to self-deport as well. So the government looking to save some money here, looking to collect some information from those undocumented migrants. And I'll add that the effort to deport migrants has really been...
And I want to give y'all a warning. I want to give you a warning for you folks in the northern states. You gotta think about this. You folks in the northern states, I want you to listen and listen well. They know who you know. They know who you associated with. And so you got to remove yourself from people that are questionable. The South is getting stricter, y'all. The South is getting strict. Do y'all hear me? And so brainwaves know where I'm about to go with this, and Ringo, because they're in the South too. Some of y'all in the South. Some of you haven't been in the South in a minute. I'm telling you, there's a lot of changes, and especially in Miami. They cleaned up Miami, y'all. They removed a good 80 to 85% of the migrants is not even in Miami. Miami is totally different now. Because I looked at the prices, I'm like, okay, yeah. I see a difference in the prices now. So what that tells me is that mayor in Miami ain't playing. They're not playing in Florida, y'all. They're not playing in Florida. And it looks like Georgia is about to clean house because, Brainwaves put out a video of them having some important stuff going on there. So they're going to clean up banana. They're going to clean up banana. All you scammers, all you Section 8 folks, they're about to remove you ASAP. It's about to be the Atlanta is supposed to be. That's why I told y'all when I go to Dallas, that's Sonina. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Life with the Jones family. They from Louisiana. Shout out to them. Yet they, a representation of Dallas. So my point is that it's about to get real, y'all. I'm telling you, like I had a high-ranking official that works for the sheriff's department. I'm gonna leave it at that. We had a conversation. So there's a lot of stuff going on, y'all. Like y'all better get your documents together, get your passport. Because if you don't have your passport, you don't have your documents, you can't come to the South, especially Florida. It's getting strict even Georgia. I seen the sign in Georgia, y'all. They're not playing. They're not playing out here, y'all. Make sure your money right. Make sure who you connected to is on point. Because if you slip up, you're gonna get caught by default. And be careful with these scammers and these people you're going out, hanging out with and partying with. You don't know what the heck they're up to. Let's go.
Slowed by the courts. We've seen the Trump administration try to deport migrants in different ways, using the Alien Enemies Act, for instance. But this way in particular, quite a novel idea that the Trump administration is using, but one that they believe could save the government thousands of dollars per individual.
I'm going to get to that in a second, what he just said. Let me just go what Keith Stone said. When you came to Atlanta, I knew it was over. You're absolutely right. It's funny you say that. It's funny you say that because it has gotten strict since I came because of my content that I did on Atlanta in the community tab. They're like, he don't talk about what happened to him. Oh, they was pissed. There was some people in Atlanta was pissed that I was not taken care of in Atlanta. Oh, listen, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Keystone catch it on. Not the Georgia in this tonality. The city of Atlanta, when they found out my post, and that's when they said, "Oh, we got to do some cleanup now. We're gonna have to clean up." This guy came. He was in Atlanta, and he didn't get to stay at the spot he's supposed to stay at, and he did his homework. I did my homework on Atlanta. In the Ibarracis, I said, y'all got to clean them out, man. Yeah, you're right. Once I step to Atlanta, man, and I talk about the real Atlanta, needs to come back. Get these fakers out of there. The natives in Georgia, particularly on that side of Georgia where Brainwaves at, they got to speak up like Brainwaves, man. You can't be quiet no more. You got a lot of these Ibarraci content creators moving to Georgia. Staying in Buckhead and North Atlanta City and all that. It's just wild, y'all. It's money there. Brainwave's correct. It's money there. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of money to be made there. I agree with that, being Hollywood and all that. So, yeah, it's about to get strict in the South. And if you're a person that's not on point, they're going to kick you right back to the North or kick you to another country. Let's go. Back to this thing. I don't know if these people, everybody's going to get 1,000. Maybe certain people would. They just want them out of here. That's all I know. They want them out of here. They already served their time in America. Let's go.
Juliet.
And Willie, President Trump is meeting with Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney tomorrow. So what can we expect from that meeting?
Yeah, that's right. This is the first face-to-face meeting following the Prime Minister's victory in the election.
I already saw that video from Anton Daniels. And Canada is also about to get rid of the migrants too. They're about to let the migrants go too. Because Trump ain't playing. Listen, y'all, Trump ain't playing with Canada and Mexico right now. You know what I'm saying? He like, look, if y'all want us to do business, you got to get rid of the migrants too. You got to clean house in your particular country in order to do business with America. Because a lot of people from America, y'all can say what y'all want. We bring the money to y'all. We bring the money. We still got a lot of creative people here. Yeah, we could be, spending a lot of money on this, spending a lot of money on that. At the end of the day, we are number one when it comes to economy, still at the end of the day. While China and other countries doing their thing respectfully, it's not touching America, y'all. It's not touching America, especially the South of America. The North America got to get back to being not Ibarazzi. It got to be back to, having self-respect for itself. Let's go.
There in Canada. So we anticipate that the two leaders will be able to get familiar with each other. We, of course, know the former Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau. Him and Trump had lots of face-to-face time. This will be that first face-to-face meeting with Prime Minister Carney and President Trump here at the White House. There's no shortage of things to talk about, including trade. Remember, the United States has imposed tariffs on Canadian products like lumber, aluminum, steel. That is certainly part of the conversation there. I've been speaking with business leaders for the past several weeks leading up to this, and they're concerned about their bottom line, but they're also concerned about the relationship between these two.
Look at the person in the back. Look at that person in the back. Y'all see that person in the back? Y'all see that person in the back, y'all? And salute to Run It Up 360 in the house. All right. You see the star there? You see the banner, the star, the belt star? Pay attention. Pay attention.
Men. Remember, the president has oftentimes talked about making Canada the 51st state. He didn't back down on those comments in an interview with NBC News over the weekend, but he said,
you know what? That's not far-fetched of him making that the 51st state. That's not far-fetched. Let me rewind back a little bit. That's not far-fetched.
The 51st state. He didn't back down on those comments in an interview with NBC News over the weekend, but he said that essentially it wouldn't be a military, Canada wouldn't be taken by military force. He said he didn't think it would come to that. So perhaps still a joke there, talking about Canada being the 51st state, but still nonetheless this important meeting between Canada and the United States happening here at the White House. The two friendly nations have been allied for quite some time, so we'll have to wait and see what comes out of that meeting. But no shortage of topics to talk about here in the Oval Office when those two.
Remember, there was a time that we heard about the American Union and Mexico being part of the American Union. And so it could be one, society. And you got to remember, before the flood, all the planets were together, y'all. Y'all seem to have a short attention span. All of us was together. All the maps was together before the flood, before the split. You know what I'm saying? All the maps you see, you go to the old maps, you will see that we was near each other. So it shouldn't be far-fetched a surprise that Canada become a state and Mexico become a state. Because we all intergalactically connected. Me and the guy was talking about it. You know what I'm saying? How the map was puzzled, how this country was attached to. Man, it was like, the Most High was really we had a serious conversation, me and that guy, off camera. So, listen, there's more to it than meets the eye, all right? So, all I'm going to tell y'all is this. We got 47 people in the building, right? Do me a favor. Double tap the like button. Let's get over 40 likes. That's number one. Number two, share the video. Share the video. That's number two. And number three, let's get 2 more people to hit the Cash App. Let's get 2 more people to hit the Cash App. If you haven't hit the Cash App in a minute, you know what I'm saying? Support the stream. If you haven't hit the Cash App in a minute. If you're a first timer and you want to hit the Cash App, if you're on your computer, you be able to click the Cash App, you know what I'm saying? Or you see it going through the screen, all right? Y'all support the stream. Continue to double tap the like button. Let's get it over 40 likes. Let's get to this next material here. Hold on one second. Let's go. Let's deal with session 8 right now. I think it's up to date on session 8. Let's see. Okay, so let's see if we got any update. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm trying to find it. Okay. Oh, because of the music, I don't want to take the chance. I want to keep this video monetized. Let's see. All right, we're going to listen to this YouTube called YT Wake 'em Up. He has some people on TikTok. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's get to what he got on. Let's go to his video. All right. Let's get. Let's see. All right. Here we go.
On slashing housing programs and cutting funding for housing programs and just cutting Section 8 altogether. Okay. So I'm going to give you the rundown. I have it on my notes because it's a lot. Okay, so it says Trump's 2026 budget plan would cut section housing by 43%, affecting 2.3 million households. He's giving control to the states through block grants, which I don't understand how that will work.
You don't understand how it works because you have not learned the importance of staying on Session 8 and to get off Session 8. When you get on Session 8, you're supposed to minimum be on there for 2 years. You're supposed to give yourself a certain time to get your stuff together. You're not supposed to be on it 10, 15, 20 years. The people need their money. The people need their money. The hardworking people need their money. They want to get their cut. They're tired of taking care of people who don't want to provide services for themselves. Young lady, we are tired of excuses, regardless of the culture. We're tired of excuses. Let's go.
Yeah. Okay. So he's giving control to the states. And then also lastly, it says, so you know how when you get on Section 8, you can be on there for however long? Well, he is capping that at 2 years for able-bodied people. What that means is if you are able to work, right? There's nothing wrong with you physically to where like you don't have any issues at all. You can only be on Section 8 for 2 years.
I agree with that. I agree with that. I agree with that. 2 years. I agree with the assessment of what Mr. Trump is doing. Yes. You got 2 years to get your stuff together. We don't want to hear no more excuses. You pushing Mercedes and Range Rovers, GMC vehicles and Nissan vehicles. You pushing all these vehicles at these, Section 8 homes, at these townhomes, and, you driving, you stunting, yet you on Section 8. You're not providing services to your family. Somebody else is paying the tab. We're tired of paying the tab. Let's go.
After your 2 years, you have to do what everybody else does, okay? And then lastly, the most important thing that people were concerned about was homelessness, because there's up 2.3 million people. Yeah, that's news.
We don't want to hear no excuse. If you 2.3 million people, why don't everybody put $1 so everybody gets their cut? Let me do something here. 2.3 million. Everybody put, you're gonna get a certain percentage. I can't record a percentage. We're not gonna do that right now. If everybody put $1 and point 2.3 million, then y'all could make your own place, and give a certain percentage to the state, and y'all good to go. Let's go.
Today for Kate. Love y'all. Bye.
2.3 million households. Do not let that go over your head. This is millions we're talking about. Millions of different families displaced. Think about all the kids having a whole lifestyle change from what they knew. This is why I say it was a trap, it was a setup.
Be responsible. Be responsible. Be a responsible adult, ladies. Ladies, be a responsible adult who you open your legs to. Because the men that you open your legs to is responsible to make sure you're good. No excuses. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Let's go.
3.5 million low-income families and landlords and property owners who depend on those payments from Section 8. They are also talking about reducing the Section 8 staff by 50%, resulting in delayed payments, delays in inspection, and all things Section 8. Now, here's my personal opinion. Of course, I can sympathize and empathize for people who depend on those programs. Having family members and people within the community, I know how this news may feel scary to them. But the truth is, Section 8 was never created or intended for people to stay on for a lifetime. I do believe there should be time limits, maybe 5 years, so it gives you enough time to go back to school.
No, 5 years. No, 2 years. No, 2 years. I don't want to hear that 5 years nonsense. No, 2 years. Women, if you open up your legs to the wrong man, that's your fault. I don't want to hear, I didn't know. You open up your legs to him. You're going to be responsible for opening up your legs to him, and he's responsible for taking care of you and them kids. We are tired of taking care of other people's responsibilities. Now, if you are a person that can't do certain things because you've been injured or you can't see or hear, those people need the help. Those people really need the help. And how they going to get the help if y'all is storing up and hoarding up with your lazy behind self? Let's go.
Find a trade, get some training where you can secure employment to get those housing, get housing where you can go on the market and
we got a victim here. We got a freeloader decided to come in the chat. We got a freeloader decided to come in the chat. Look at this, y'all. We got a freeloader coming in the chat, y'all. We got a freeloader coming in the chat. This is a freeloader. They love to live off of people's money. Look at this. You are going based on stereotype. Look at this freeloader. Where you live at, Freeloader? Where you live at, Freeloader? Freeloader, where you live at? What state you from, Freeloader? What state you from? Or are you a migrant right now? Which one are you? Which freeloader are you? You are going based on stereotype. That woman that's on TikTok complaining won't even give you a time of day. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look what this freeloader says. Everything don't have everything to do with a woman open up her legs. So basically, you're saying everyone on these programs are irresponsible, sexually irresponsible, and is black. I kind of know who this person is. I know who this person is. This is a free attention person. Coming up with another account. The weirdo is coming up with another account. Oh, these weirdos, man. These self-loading weirdos. You are a sad. I don't call myself the crayon. I don't call myself the crayon. So miss me with that. Spell freeloader. Spell freeloader. So make it make sense, but you sound silly. You still watching though? Did I tell you to come over here and watch? Did I tell you to come over here and watch? I'm so silly, yet you watching me. I'm so silly. I'm a coon. I'm a sellout. I can't stand somebody that look like me. These are the same people that want to see me lock up. This is the same people that want to see me lock up. They will free Barnabas. They will free Barnabas and can't stand Christ. They love seeing the people. Yo, they love seeing people low. Hey, let's make this person mad, y'all. Let's make this person mad, y'all. Y'all know what y'all gotta do. Let's get this person mad in the chat, y'all. Yo, y'all know what y'all gotta do. I'm not talking about block this person. Don't block this person. Y'all know exactly what y'all gotta do. Oh man. Yo, my supporters, don't even argue with this person. I'm not arguing with this person. I have more than 2 people in here. What are you talking about? I have over 40 people in here. What are you talking about? I got over 40 people in here. I got over 40 people here and I got over 30 likes. What are you talking about? Close to 30 likes. What are you talking about? You over here. You over here. Yo, these freeloaders, man, they ain't got no money to provide. These freeloaders ain't got nothing to provide for their community, which is no community. This person has no community. Don't provide for their children. Brokely broke. Brokely broke. They got the broke mindset. And this broad here will not even give you a time of day. That you broke. Debate or argue. Debate or argue. You broke. What have you done for people? People in the chat that say Rollo took care of me. Rollo provides services for me. Ronald actually cared for his people winning. So what you want, broke person? What you want? Broke person, what you want? You want to see how my place look, broke person? You want to see what I'm wearing, broke person? Broke person, you got like 4 phones? Broke person, you got 4 phones? How many ladies checking for you? Where you come from, the Hebrew Israelite racist occult? You come from the racist Hebrew Israelite occult? You come from the racist FBA? We got an FBA clown in here now. How you doing, Selena? How many places you flown to? Oh, listen. Why are you worrying about Selena's a fine woman? You can't listen. Listen. I get fine women come in my chat. Why you mad? Because I got a beautiful woman, Selena, sending me hearts. It's other women send me hearts, fool. What are you talking about? You want to get cooked, don't you? You looking for my attention. You want my attention, but you ain't got no money. You want my attention, but you ain't got no money. You want my attention, but you ain't got no money. You want my attention, but you ain't got... Listen, FBA brokey, get out of here. You broke dudes. You broke dudes, man. You broke dudes is not even on my level. The type of women I see, the type of people I be around, they got class, they personify, they know how to take care of themselves, they making moves. Broke person, do you know I could fly 2 women over here to Florida right now? How many people you could fly to come see you? You know what state I am, broke person? Broke person. Can you take care of more than 10 people, broke person? If you want my attention, broke person, put something in. Oh yeah, that's right. You have to have permission to send money to my Cash App and Super Chat. You want me to say your name, say your name, say your name, say your... You want me to say your name? Broke person, I'm not going to say your name. Why are you mad? You want me to say your name, say your name? All right, let's continue to hear this.
Pay those competitive rent prices. Also, it gives an opportunity for the new people in a new group who can benefit from these programs to be ushered in. Also, with those who are disabled or senior citizens, I don't believe those Section 8 programs should be...
They're not going to cut off. Miss. It's not. The Donald Trump is removing people that is of age that can move around. They've been lazy. You got lazy so-called black men, lazy men of other ethnicity, lazy so-called black women, lazy women of other ethnicity that's been on Section 8 for the last 20 to 30 years. And people that's been working hard the last 20 to 30 years is seeing a small amount of money on a check. We don't mind helping people that have disabilities. We don't mind helping people that can't see or can't hear. They're not getting the benefits they deserve to get because the money is going to you lazy folks. You irresponsible women, you irresponsible men. You open up your legs to an irresponsible man. That's your fault, woman. Just like if the man don't take care of his responsibility, that's his fault. You open up your legs to have babies and he's not providing for your babies and you, and you've been on Section 8 over the last 10 years. No, you're responsible for them kids too. You can't find a babysitter to trust? Don't know what to tell you. You shouldn't open up your legs. Oh, give us 5 years. No, 2 years. It's time to be strict in America. People love being irresponsible. What they spending, people love being irresponsible with each other. People love being irresponsible. And that's why we have a lot of broken homes, because the man and the woman want to be irresponsible. Stop giving broke people a chance, y'all. Just like this brokey in the chat right now. Want my attention for free. Let's go.
Touch for them, because there's no way they can go out in this market and afford that market rental prices. So if you are on Section 8, know someone on Section 8, Doge is putting you guys on notice. Get your affairs in order, because this program will not look like what you've been accustomed to within the upcoming months. And that's just the truth.
Oh, Lord, I'm glad you said that. You had some common sense towards the end. Here we go with the Ibarasi woman. Let's go.
So, did you all see that under Trump's new plan, they're getting rid of Section 8 and welfare? Wasn't most of the voters who voted for Trump on Section 8 and welfare? Y'all thought a billionaire was gonna only keep his hatred on blacks, browns, and illegals. And now your nana finna be outside because her welfare ain't gonna get covered the first of the year. But no, for real, the jokes write themselves. Congratulations, MAGA. Congratulations. Is America great again?
So let's have a holler.
Ma'am, I don't know what you happy about. You got Pookie and Dookie laying pipe right now. You thinking that his money laundry is going to be covering your expenses. Well, I'm here to tell you, Pookie and Dookie is also going to be doing some time, and he might be doing some time in another country. Wink, wink. So you ain't out the woodworks. You think you scammers think you're out the woodwork. Okay, sure. All right, let's hear what this guy has to say.
I love a conversation. The Trump administration proposed a bill that's going to eliminate Section 8 housing and let the states come up with their own rental aid program instead. Now, if you're a black person, you read this post and you automatically associate that with other black people, that's more of the problem for me. Why? Because why are we as a community always associating ourselves with things that are lower class? So this is the most updated information, all right, on the government site. And again, across the board, you see, all right, it's pretty clear. All right, it's not just black people. It's pretty clear. So when I hear the word,
even though you have enough sense, right? You have enough sense of knowing the actual numbers, right? Do you understand that these mindless people are not going to get what's going on? It's across the board. We know that. The problem is so-called blacks want to make excuses for their laziness. Why are we concerned about other people's laziness when you is around people that want to continue to be lazy? I tell you, man, let's go.
You know, Section 8 and low income and, you know, misfortune and underprivileged. And I see black people always like, you know, correlating that to other black people. I'm like, hey, that's why are we doing that? You know what I'm saying? Because clearly there's a lot.
Let's read this comment here. This person says, my grandparents live off pensions from working all their lives, not welfare in Section 8. Well, that's great to hear. And that's the way it's supposed to be. And see, your grandparents and your parents, Social Security is supposed to be up, not down. It's been going down. From what I'm hearing, the Social Security has been going down over the last 3 to 4 years. You know what I'm saying? And see, Trump is bringing it back to, it was at the highest. When Trump was in office the first time, you know, if your parents, quote unquote, done their 20 years and they decided to, you know, relax for the rest of their days and watch the grandchildren, they had a high Social Security coming in, depending on what state you're in. And so now it went down low with Biden because Biden was giving it to the migrants. These people want to protect criminals, y'all. They want to protect criminals. And now that Trump is cleaning up house, people are complaining. Nah, complainers got to go to the lake of fire. They go to the lake of fire too. Let's continue.
A lot of communities that are on the same path. It's just that mentally, when we see ourselves, we're not seeing the greatness. You know what I'm saying? When you look in the mirror, you should be projecting nothing but positive energy, nothing but high level conversation. Understand that we.
If you tell so-called black people to be positive, they want to unalive you. They don't want you to win. I get what you're going with this. They don't want you to win. You know why? Look what's going on right now. You got people complaining in my chat, calling me coons and sellouts. These same criminals that's calling me coons and sellouts and cold, they go support the subordinates. They won't support my platform. Shout out to the real supporters that support my platform. Shout out to the winners. Shout out to those who don't make excuses. That's continuing to win, continue to level up, continuing to get to the bag, be around healthy people. We have this entity that was in the chat earlier with the nonsense. Oh, you picking on certain. Why that person ain't in the chat now? That this individual is talking about different cultures. You see how this works, y'all? When I could tell them about themselves. A lot of people gonna dumb down this video, which I don't care. I'm not losing no sleep. You watching me, I'm not watching you. You watching me. And you know what's the crazy part? They worrying about how many people watching me. Why are you so concerned about if I had 2 people watching me or 5 people watching me? I still get support. What kind of support you getting? Oh, yeah. Let's get to that, as Hassan Campbell would say. Let's go.
We are the beginning and the end, the alpha and omega. Dave Mathematics, peace.
The Most High creates the beginning and the end. We're going to leave that there, though. But look, I'm not just saying black people. This is for everybody going through misfortune, everybody that's lower class. They're all going to be affected. We know it's not just black people. It's lower class. It has no race. It's not a race thing.
Yeah, it's not a race thing. You're right, young man. The problem is people want to stay in the lower class. They don't want to get themselves into a better class because of their jealousy and insecurities. People make excuses for the situation they're in. They make excuses. I don't got time for that. Let's go.
It's not a color thing. It's just those that are making less than a certain tax bracket. That doesn't qualify.
And I like the hat, by the way. Take risks to be successful. That's a great hat. If you do have that, I will get me one of those. If you're selling one of those hats, because take risks to be successful. That's a great one. Powerful hat. Let's go.
For you to be in middle class. The next step above poverty is middle class. But yeah, anyway, so with that being said, I mean, I feel though we as a people should not associate ourselves with poverty and should think with a growth mindset, not a poverty-stricken mindset. We should have an abundance mindset. I get that. And that's what we got to do, family. We got to have that mindset of abundance, live, move, and operate in it too. Not just talk about it, not just talk like it. We got to walk the walk too. That means...
I agree with that. You got to walk the walk, not talk the talk. That's what I'm talking about. And salute to Forever Studios for supporting the Cash App once again. Man, what more can I say? The top supporter of Forever Studio. He has been the top supporter in Daryl and Alexandria in its proper order. Yep. They are crying about martial law enforcement when we have plenty of opportunity to change it out foot. That's right. Keystone. I'm glad you're saying that. Let me see what Selena said earlier. She said something earlier. you know I have to cook that individual. Selena met me in person. I had to cook that individual. I had to cook that brokey. Wanted my attention. I ain't got time for you broke folks, man. You watching me. You paying my service now. Let's go.
Putting the work in, so the fruits of our labor can pay us back. You can only get out what you put in. See, some people didn't do no work at all, and they made themselves have to live in poverty their whole life and in low income housing. You see? Now I'm not.
Yep, that's facts. All right, we done. Okay. Like Selena says, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Absolutely. Y'all mad that I'm cool with Selena. Y'all mad I'm cool with Selena, man. Y'all mad I'm cool with a lot of baddie type of ladies, man. Y'all mad about that. Why y'all mad? Why y'all so mad about that? Shout out to Corey Bennett again for the support. He supported 2 times. Uh-oh. Shout out to that brother. Appreciate it. Let me send emojis to the fellas. Why y'all mad that the baddies is into Rollo? Cool with Rollo. Why these guys upset, Flavel Studios? Keystone, why they upset with Rollo? That the baddies showing love. The righteous baddies showing love. Why they upset with me? You know what I'm saying? And y'all stop lying on Selena. Y'all stop lying on Selena with these allegations that's not true. The people that's been trying to get her attention, like, y'all don't even know who she is. Like, she very cool, down to earth. Don't disrespect her like that, because she'll let you know about yourself. Know what I'm saying? That's a baddie, man. And I'm going to say it again. She does not have a BBL. How do you know that, Rollo? I know. That's all you need to know. I know when I see a BBL. Selena has no BBL. She got a stat. I'm not going to sit here and lie. I've seen it. How she walk, how she talk. No, she got it. She got it. There ain't no BBL. Nope. Because a couple of people that couldn't get with her say, oh, she got a BBL. Dudes be saying something when they can't get their way. They have a thing for old girl, and it's like, boom. Yeah, she got a BBL. You wasn't saying that when you met her because she seen that you're not the person you are. That's why she told you what really is, and then y'all go on the internet and make lies up. Like, for the life of me. I seen chicks with BBLs. That's not a BBL. Okay? So don't get mad she on point with her. What it grows in her family. It is what it is. It is what it is. I'm a man. I'm gonna tell it like it is. Because I know people gonna be like, oh, Rollo, is it BBL? No, it's not BBL. No. Hell no, it's not BBL. She definitely stacking for real. Respectfully. I'm being respectful. You know what I'm saying? So all that rumor stuff y'all be talking about, man, y'all just wish y'all had her in your arms, man. See, and here's another crazy thing, right? I don't fight for no woman, but you're not going to disrespect her. Not in front of my watch. Because I was right next to her. You know what I'm saying? Shoot. You guys can't even, some of you dudes cannot even get her to laugh. Let me say this. I did something that no man has done in YouTube history. What I'm about to say. Yo, I gave Selena the time of her life that she won't ever forget. It's more to come, of course. You know how Rollo is. Rollo makes a lady, let her be herself, right? And I could be myself with just about any sister or any woman. Listen, I'm a ladies' man full around, y'all. Not only with sisters, Gentile women too. That's why a lot of you guys, man, you should be listening to men like me, man. You know what I'm saying? Because like I've been dealing with different women of different class, y'all. You know? So you're not ready for Selena. I'm telling you right now. Any of you guys that's trying to get up with Selena, you're not ready for her. You're not ready. She's on a whole different bracket. What you see on the internet is what she is in person. She's on a whole different bracket. Her educational skills is skyrocket in my book. Her demeanor is skyrocketing on my book. And she could get any man she wants. She just chilling. She's not, it's like this, y'all. See, Rollo's been around ladies that I know could get any man if they want to. It's just that they on a purpose and they don't got time for games. So you can't go with her with the BS because she'll walk away. She'll walk away. That's the type of woman she is. So that's why y'all think I have issues with women. I don't have no issues with women. I'm going to behave myself, Selena. I will behave myself. But these, like, in all seriousness, man, I'm on a whole different frequency when it comes to the ladies, y'all, man. Y'all don't know how much interesting stuff be going on in my life with the ladies, man. It's just that, man, I'm just been focusing on taking care of my business. You know? So, hey, appreciate the support, y'all, once again, coming through. You know? Yeah, I'll behave. Of course I'll behave. Of course I'll behave. Of course I'll behave. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she is. Yeah. Yeah. All right, listen, y'all, man. Rollo, man. Rollo been around some interesting, great people, man. For real, man. My catalog speaks for itself. You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously, my catalog speaks for itself. You know? For real. It speaks for itself. See, I'm a man that I have my great taste in women, y'all. Because I put in a lot of work. I'm a fun person to be around. And I could chill. I don't have to say too much. And I just stay focused. You know? That's what I do. Yep. So, happy Mom's Day to all the mothers. To all the mothers out there. Happy Mother's Day to y'all. You know what I'm saying? And keep up the great work. Shout out to the ladies that's out there making moves. Shout out to the moms, even if you're not a mom. Shout out to you ladies out there that's making moves. Keep winning. Keep winning. Stay focused. Stay healthy. And Selena, continue to get that consistent workout going on. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, I'm at 225. The last time you saw me, Selena, I was at 245. I'm at 225 right now. Yep. I'm about to get to my goal, y'all. For real. Yeah, it did. It did. Yeah, I made sure you was good, though. It did get you on trouble on live. It got you on trouble on live. Yep. Who got me in trouble? I didn't see that live stream. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I didn't see it. That was Studio. Y'all funny, man. That's that high class, Selena. That's that high class drink. Yep. I'm glad I put you on to it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I love high class drinks, y'all. Yep. No more regular drinks for me. Speaking about Don Julio, I gotta get me some. Yeah, I gotta get me some. Yeah. I gotta give me some. Man, that Don Julio, listen, it will get you in a lot of trouble, y'all. You gotta have self-control drinking that Don Julio. No cap. It loosens you up. And Y'all got to remember, I'm used to certain drinks, high-end drinks and stuff like that. So it was our first time, me and Selena. That was my first time drinking Don Julio. And I drank a lot of it, y'all. And you couldn't tell. She had maybe like 2. Yeah, she had like 2 shots. So, yeah. Just make sure when you drink it, Selena, drink it while chilling. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you got the tequila? Okay, Keystone, okay. That's what's up. I am looking youthful each and every day. I don't even look my age. This key for us, no stress and not worry. Exactly. We appreciate you, Selena. Thank you for stopping by as always. So I'll be reaching out to you. You know, I'm coming back to Dallas. I'm coming back, so be ready. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get up with y'all. You in Life with the Jones family. I'm going to let y'all know when. You know, like the last time. So be ready. I'm coming back. I got to go back to Dallas, y'all. I got to go back, y'all. There's so many other things I want to do there that I didn't get to do the first time. I'm going to do it the second time. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. I got to go back, y'all. I got to go back to the D. Because now, by the time I go back, it'll be a lot more warmer. It won't be that Ibarazzi weather they've been having lately. You know, I could finally get, wear more short sleeve, and hopefully I don't get, her chewing the second time go around in Texas. Got to go back to Charlotte. Got to go see family in New York. It's a lot of things I got to do. However, I got to get that, what first? You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm not dealing with no Fort Worth. Nope. Yo, so everybody, I got to do some video for my members only. So I got a video for y'all. Appreciate all the mods, all the members, all those viewing. Make sure y'all go check out Selena and Trending with Cherise and Real Topics and Ringo and Brainwaves and stuff like that, y'all. Forever Studios, check out his platform. He's almost near 1,000 subscribers. So I want to thank each and every one of y'all. Thank y'all for liking the video. Thank y'all for supporting the Cash App. Let me see if anybody sent something to Venmo. Let me check it right now. Let me check Venmo real quick. Okay, hold on one second. Okay, yeah. Everything's good. Everything's good. Keystone, you say you got an office? You got it. All right. Let me know behind the scenes, Keystone. You know what? We're going to extend this right now. Hold on. This is what we're going to do. I'm going to call Ethan. I'm going to extend this. Don't go nowhere yet. Let me call Ethan. Hold on one second. We're going to get Ethan on the line. Hold on, y'all. One second. Hey, Ethan, I got you live on the air. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. So I got Ethan on the phone, y'all. Ethan, let me ask you this question. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. So what's your take on the president giving $1,000 to get these people out of the US of A to go back to their country? What's your take on that?
I think the more faster he gets rid of them, the better for everyone else.
Now, did you hear about the Section 8 situation?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so apparently he's about to give people 2 years to get their stuff together. Those who are mobility, not those who are the elderly or disfranchised or have any, probability issues. Those people are good. Like I was telling the audience that a lot of people, that work they time of work have seen less with their Social Security. Whereas during the Trump administration, that's when the people that was of that time did their time seen more. You know what I'm saying? So like things have to go back in order, right? We know there's evil everywhere and there's good in certain locations, right? So my question to you is, why do people want to protect mediocrity and protect sin because of their sin? What's your take on that?
They want to protect sin, you said?
They want to protect those who do sin because they in sin. Why do people concern themselves of supporting sin because they're in sin instead of getting out of sin?
Because people are programmed with mind control.
It's not a forcible thing, though. It's not a forcible thing. It's a freedom of choice.
No, but there's people that have been under mind control. Like there's certain, like there was a guy one day in the subway, he talked about it.
I'm not saying these things don't exist. In order for it to work, would you agree that people choose certain lifestyles to have those things affect them?
No, just that their willpower is weak.
In order to have a willpower that's weak, what does that lead to?
They never was taught right from wrong when they were little.
Okay.
That's another thing too. A lot of people were never really taught right from wrong when they were little. And the problem is that we're in a society that what's good is wrong now, and what's wrong is good. Like I don't agree. Okay, what would you say if I tell you if two females go in the same bathroom and that bathroom is supposed to be for one person? Like let's say you're in a restaurant and it's like 2 or 3 females want to go in the same bathroom. To me, I find that disgusting. I'll say, if I'm the owner of the restaurant, I'll say, no, one at a time.
I agree with that. The thing is, people have allowed people, like I said, you just answered my question with your assessment. People love different types of sins because they believe that because Christ died for our sins, that they have the right to continue to sin, if that makes sense. People believe.
Not only that, but
which is madness. Which is madness. Go ahead.
People have become atheists over the years.
Well, that's nothing new. Listen what I'm saying. Christ died for all our sins because of our forefathers who had to keep making sacrifices for their sins, right? With the animals during the time of Moses or before Moses. Christ redeemed our sins for us to get an opportunity to go to the kingdom when at the time we wasn't worthy because of our sins. Sins cannot go into the gates. And when we repent of our sins, we are not to do it again to the best of our ability. And even though the Bible says we fall 7 times, we get back up and correct it. That's true. At the same time, my friend, that we are seeing a shift happening even with the music, even with the people, because people choose to be lazy. People choose to be in their own environment. People choose sin. And when you allow sin to be abundant in your life, then these things will control you. They cannot control you if you don't allow them to.
Exactly. But the point is also is that the system was designed to break a family. That's what the system was designed for.
Now that people could create. Let me ask you this: if I go to your country, and they allow me to be violent, is it the people in the country's fault, or is the people that's in charge fault?
You said that they allow you to do what?
If the people, let's just say, I'm not going to do that. I'm just saying hypothetically. I go to your country and I be violent and they allow me to be violent. Who's responsible for that? The people in the country or the people in charge?
The governor, not the citizens, the governor.
Who put that governor in charge? The people.
The people, but just because the people put him in charge, they don't know how he's going to handle the situation. See, that's the problem that people don't understand. If it's a Democrat, he's a weakling. But if it's a Republican, he's strict. That's the problem what people don't understand. That's why this guy had to win, because Biden was weak.
Do people love, let's be real. Do people want strictness or they want to be a fool? Let's be real. Let's keep it real.
They want to be loose like animals. They want to be loose. They want to do whatever they feel like it. People want to have, women in general, I'm not even going to say the nationality, that they made one mistake. Listen, let me say this clearly. You're allowed to make a certain amount of mistakes, but like you said, the sin. But when you make it a habit, like you made it up, you got pregnant, you're underage, logical thing is have an abortion.
I don't agree with abortion.
But neither do I, but this is what's good. Just bear with me. I'm talking about a minor now. I'm not talking about the adults. I'm talking about the adults. But the problem is that people think that they didn't know that to scientifically, remember, we got advanced in science and medical technology. So scientifically proven that after a certain amount of weeks, the baby's formed, and that's a life. So basically, when the woman has an abortion, you're killing a baby. So that's why it's a major sin. Now, 2 white women from America went to Guatemala and tried to push abortion. Check it out. They got thrown out because the Guatemalan people are very strict about their religion. And their religion is Catholic. So you see, the problem with society, if you allow someone to influence you, then you're guilty.
Guilty by association, right?
Exactly. Guilty because you allowed them to.
Right.
To influence you to do that.
Right.
Now, aside from the girl being a minor, now, I don't agree with abortion, but like I said, there are certain situations, like if the woman was raped, or
great.
Or baby's missing an arm or a leg, or the mother can lose her life, that sort of thing.
In certain circumstances, we get that. What I'm saying to you, I get that part.
Check it out. The problem with society is, like I said today, people don't understand how serious a sin is.
Yeah.
That's the point. People don't. I want everyone to understand something. I'm coming out of my building with a shopping cart full of books, And a woman had the nerve to say something to me because I looked at another woman and I got angry and I said, whoa, what's your problem? I said to her, oh, because you did that. I said, listen, I'm a man, okay? I'm supposed to look at a woman. So you see, to her, looking at a woman is a bad thing. You see how evil society has become. It wasn't like that when you and I were growing up.
Mm-hmm.
Now, according to scripture, if I'm not mistaken, the further the days go, the more worse the things are going to become.
For the people that's not moving correctly, yes.
Exactly. But what I'm saying is, for those who don't know that their path is wrong,
Mm-hmm.
it's going to get worse. For instance, you're not supposed to go to church with spandex. As a matter of fact, I'm going to say this to everybody. Once you get baptized, like reborn, in the name of the Lord Jesus, you're not supposed to go back to the way you were dressing, which is spandex with nothing underneath or mini skirt all the way above your knees. You're not supposed to do that. So, because if you do that, you're wasted your time getting baptized to begin with.
Well, let me just say this: the most important thing in this day of time for any woman is to make sure that she correct her ways and don't do it again, right? Because
that's what I'm saying.
Here's the thing. Self-control. Men gotta have self-control, right? To the best of their ability. Now, when you see something you like, regardless of what she wears, you're gonna talk to her. Let's we just men here. We're not gonna play this game. You're not saying what you're saying is not true. The important thing is, if she is your type, regardless of what she wear, you're gonna approach her. Don't sit here and say you won't, because you're lying.
Let me say this. Wait. Let me stop you there for a second. Yes, I will approach her, but this is the turning point. I also studied body language and face language.
Yeah, so for sure.
If the woman gives me a certain sign that, it's okay for me to talk to her, then I will. But if you have this really nasty look on your face and like this, I got diamonds on me and all that attitude, I'm not going to even look at you.
That's common sense. Yeah.
Because I have met females that, they're beautiful, but your attitude, I don't care how gorgeous you are, personally. If you have this look on your face, like you got diamonds between your legs, and that every other guy around, it's not good enough for you, except for just one specific guy, the one you want, that doesn't go that way. Now, I'm going to say this about what you said earlier. Now, when the man looks at a woman, it all depends on what's in his mind also.
That's correct. Yeah, exactly.
Because, see, what I hate about church-going people, that's a sin. And I'm like, what do you want me to fucking look at? The way you're dressed, piece of French. The way they dress with the skirt all the way above their knees. And then when they bend down, I see everything. So, you see, my attitude is, like I told you, what I said to this woman, check this out. I asked her politely because she looked at me and she gave me a fake message. Because she looked at me like she was interested with a smile on her face. So I asked her politely, do you have a husband? So she looks at me and she says, no, I have a wife. I looked at her and I says, yeah, and I got a passport. Peace.
Yeah,
I said it just like that. I got a passport. In other words, what I'm telling her, you don't even think about, putting me in, trying to use me to have a kid so you can, because that happens also. Women get a man and they use him to have a baby so she can raise the baby with another girl. What's gonna happen to you? I'm gonna tell you this. There's a lake of fire waiting for you. when you die.
Yeah, I mean, like, listen, man, people that do woeful sin, it's no redemption for them. No matter how much truth you tell them, you did your part, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, man, all I can tell you, Ethan, is this, right? Things are going to be corrected because the Most High sees it fit. People are going to have to make adjustments on what's going on.
No, they don't want to be corrected. They don't want to stop fornicating.
Yeah.
Here's what I can't stand about. I'm going to say this, with all due respect, brother. I mean, let's be real. It takes two to tango. You know what I'm saying? I hate it when the woman puts all the blame on the man. Don't do that.
Yeah.
You're not without sin, and the one that knows the real truth is the Most High. So stop trying to beat around the bush. I had a woman do this. Listen to it carefully. I didn't get angry with her because she was complaining to me about what some guy did to her. So then I asked her this question. I said, let me ask you something.
Right.
What did you do to make that karma come back to you?
Uh-oh.
And she said, oh, I heard some guy's feelings a few months ago, back in October. And then I said to her, and you thought you was going to get away with it? Nobody gets away from karma. It doesn't matter. If you hurt somebody and that person, that guy is somewhere alone crying because you destroyed his feelings, you're going to pay for that. There's been men have committed suicide because of that.
You're not supposed to say that word. Come on, bro.
Oh, I didn't know. Sorry.
I told you that, man.
I know, but I forgot. Anyway, there's been
Unalive,
a lot of bad
man.
things happening.
You got to write it down if you keep forgetting. Unalive.
When you do something wrong to someone, you're gonna pay for it. Doesn't matter what it is. If you lie, cheat, and steal, or if you tell somebody that you're pregnant and you're not, I mean, every little thing that you do that's wrong, you're gonna pay for it. There's karma for everything. There's good karma and there's bad karma. It's up to you. It's your decision, your choice. The bad thing is that people don't want to do the good things because they feel like when they do a good thing, to them it's a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's the strange part.
Here's the thing, right? If a woman, most men can't take a woman doing something with somebody else. We will agree with that, right?
Of course.
Now, hold on. Now, here's the thing. What the men must do from here on out is whatever woman you decide to get with, do your research, background, know that you're not the only one. You just happen to be on her list, right?
Yeah.
So how I go about it is, okay, I meet a woman, I'm on her list, I'm on her time, right? Now, lately, ever since I lost a lot of weight, I've been getting attention from different types of women, right? The thing is, they have to make the decision. They could do the talking. It's the walking is going to match what they're talking. And see, a lot of men rush into things they unaware of. Just like I dealt with the witch last year. That's my fault. You know what I'm saying? For allowing her in my place and doing something with her that almost cost me my life. The Bible warns a man, even Solomon moms warn Solomon. Wait. Listen. Solomon's moms warn Solomon. Give not all to thy woman, for she destroyeth what?
Kings.
Okay, so if we know that, then you as a man have to have discernment. Most men don't have high discernment in 2025, Ethan. They get their high discernment by the time they reach your age. That's the fact. That's a fact. Most men now in their 20s, 30s, and 40s have a fifth grader mindset when it comes to dealing with women because they think with you know what and not think with the mind until they get in their 50s. That's when they realize, for the most part, most men, for the most part, realize how women really are. I knew how women really was when I was young. And it's not because of me looking good, because there's a lot of men that look good that's single too. So let's get this out the way right now. You could look ugly to certain women, you could look attractive to certain women. Okay, so we do the same thing. Let's not play. Some women you don't think is attractive, and some women you think attractive. Both parties do it. Can we agree with that?
Yes, of course.
Okay. So here's the thing. I'm gonna say this to you. If a woman see me, if me and you hanging out, and majority of the women see me attractive, that doesn't mean that because they see me attractive that they want to stay with me long. They just happen to see me more attractive. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
You may have certain things I don't have. At the same time, you can't get mad at them of the decision they make because at the end of the day, women do the choosing. I could have everything on point. Mansion, cars, health, very successful. That doesn't make a woman gonna knock on my door quickly. Dudes be knocking on women's door knobs quickly, not realizing it's her knob is gonna work for you.
Well, let me say this.
Go ahead.
It's more than wealth, though. You have to have confidence. Without confidence, the wealth ain't shit.
I already know that. You're right. What I'm saying to you, you just answered my question, though. You just answered my question based on what I said. If me and you hanging out, the women gonna choose me based on the height, right? That's how most women is into height and certain kinetics, not knowing that you are more successful and confident, yet they looking past that. Women be looking past certain things, and men also be looking past certain things. Both parties are picky, man. Both parties are picky.
The thing about it is, let me ask you this question.
Go ahead.
Now, let me get you with this one.
You go ahead. Try to get me with something. Go ahead.
No. This is the point that just because a woman, you can walk, it could be me, you, your brother, and a third and fourth party.
Mm-hmm.
Let the woman choose whoever they want. But this is where I'll look at the woman. If she chose, let's say, Jack, instead of me or you, but then tries to talk to me 2 weeks later, I'm gonna laugh at her and walk away.
Oh, that's facts. That's what I do.
I'll laugh at her and walk away.
Yo, it's funny you say that. Go ahead.
Back to like I said earlier, the woman has to understand a man can walk really confident, but if you look down on him for no reason, without knowing who he is, what's his background or anything about him, and you just looked at him and made a mockery of the guy, you know what? That could have been one of the most nicest people you can ever meet.
I just say, man, whoever make the best man. I'm gonna be.
No.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm speaking reality here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying for the fact that a lot of women want a husband, but they always pick somebody for the dumbest reasons. It's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you said. Okay, she wants Jack or maybe Larry, but then you and I are successful and the other two are not.
Mm-hmm.
So the group of girls, they go with the other two guys, and then 3 weeks pass by, and then they try to talk to us. We look at them funny and laugh and walk away.
There's no way. Once they make the decision, they better stick to that decision because
exactly
that's how I look at it. I'm not going to get mad because I'm not going to lose sleep because at the end of the day, I got too much stuff going on to be worrying about that. Yeah.
No. I don't even worry about nothing no more.
I hear you.
Don't even care for nothing. Don't you remember Oh no, wait, you wasn't with me that day. I'm sorry. I was in the pool, and a so-called Hispanic didn't want to be with me. Okay, cool. I ain't sweaty. I didn't care. This was back in 1994.
Mm-hmm.
I was 23 because it was in the middle of the year. Now, you know what I did? I found myself a white girl. And everybody got jealous.
Yep, it happens like that. Yeah.
But this is what I'm saying. It's like what the frog said in the cartoon. If you refuse me, you lose me. That's it. I'm not going to give you that option. I saw this one girl before I left New York. I saw this one girl that back in 2000, she looked at me and said, well, I like you. She said this. She said it bluntly to me. And I looked at her and I said, no, you don't. And now, before I left, years later, she's pregnant. But with the wrong zodiac. So you might see me and Rollo, and then you choose Henry, or Henry doesn't have a job. Me and Rollo are successful. Don't talk to me 3 weeks later. Let me say this to you right now. I had a girl who didn't want to give me a time of day. This one girl from the pool. Like, she really didn't pay me too much mind. And then a year passes, and she tried to talk to me. You know what I looked at her and I said to her, everybody, I don't know you. Oh, it's me, such and such. I don't know you. And I walked away. I did that to 2 different girls. Because let me say this, I don't have time for your games. Another girl had sex with a guy in the pool, inside the pool, right in front of me, and tried to talk to me. I said, I don't know you. Oh, it's me, this and that. Like, I don't know you. And I walked away.
Golly, sex in the pool, man. What? This is wild.
But you see, I got the last laugh at the end of the day because she tried to talk to me and I just walked away from her.
Yeah,
it's me, such and such. I don't know.
Yo, you pulled my line because like in 96 when I was talking to this doing my thing, you know, say high school, man. And Shorty was like, yo, you remember me from Bayside? Her friends? I was like, no. I was at Queen City Mall. I'll be on that, man. I'll be acting like I don't remember you.
That's what you gotta do. Because we don't have time for that nonsense.
Yeah, that's fast. That's fast.
It's like this guy that knows 2 other people that I had an argument with, right? And I was on speaker on the phone, and the other 2 guys trying to talk to me. I said, yo, I don't want to talk to you. I just hung up the phone. And then I text the owner of the phone, and I explained to them, these 2 are dead. That means I don't want to talk to them, because if you don't take me seriously, I don't care for you.
Yep. But listen, man.
If you're going to talk to me, let me say this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Everybody. If you're going to talk to someone, don't aggravate the person and make them their blood pressure go up, because let me say this to you again, karma. Jesus said, do unto others as you want them to do to you. And let me tell you, it was so wonderful to just look at that girl in her face and say, I don't know you. I felt so good about myself. She was beautiful, don't get me wrong. One of them was. Let me correct myself. One of them was. The other one was not. But in that said, I told her straight up, oh, it's me, Betsy. No, I don't know you. I walked away. I'd rather have dignity than lose face.
Yep. Well, listen, man, we're gonna cut this short because I got people's resting here at the house. I'm staying at with the people. You know what I'm saying? I'll holler at you tomorrow.
All right, back. We can how you say that, finish the thing tomorrow if you want.
All right, peace.
All right, peace.
All right, people. Yeah, Ethan is talking his talk, man. To Ethereal, he's not trying to just deal with just any woman. He was just bringing out an example when it comes to, where he at in his country, you know what I'm saying? And he was talking to a woman and he asked her the rightful question, do you have a husband? She said, no, she has a wife. And so he was like, I got my passport, meaning that he don't got time to be dealing with anybody that isn't that frequency. That's their choice, right? And so there's a lot of guys that have passports that if they're moving incorrectly, they will deal with the karma. He's not that type of person. He don't move like that. You know what I'm saying? That's why he's where he's at. There's a lot of men. There's a lot of men that's not moving incorrectly that I deal with. You know what I'm saying? They trying to stay out of trouble. They're not trying to get caught up with the nonsense. And you ladies got to do the same thing too. Don't get caught up with the nonsense with these weird dudes, So yeah, that's pretty much about it, y'all. Appreciate y'all for tuning into the show. Man, ladies be doing different things, man. Ladies, listen, I don't put nothing past a lady, and you ladies, you should not put nothing past a man these days. So it's good to see everybody here. Y'all go check out Ethereal's channel too. So, yeah, in my final assessments with the Donald Trump thing, y'all, nothing should surprise you. Get your documents in order, get your proper stuff together, and get successful. It's not the point of attracting bad women. That's not the point. People attract all types of things becoming in and out of your life. We all go through the process of learning who we are every single day. Give all praise to the Most High. Thank y'all for tuning in to this 2-hour live stream. I'm going to put some music on. I'm going to look for. That's not it. That's not it. It's going to come. Oh, we're getting closer. All right, we're getting closer, y'all. I'm trying to get it right now. That's not it. Come on. Come on, where the music at? Not that. Oh, I had it. I had the music. Darn it. I messed up. All right, we'll play this one. I think this is it. Yeah. We're going to wait till it gets... Oh, we're already past the 2-hour mark. We're already past the 2-hour mark, y'all. That's that music right there. So, to Keystone, to Simply, to Forever Studio, to Corey, to Selena, Running Up 360, Ethereal, and who else in the building? Scarborough, Appreciate everyone for tuning in. Thank you, Boss, for making sure everything's good. Appreciate that, y'all. Corey in the house, first one to come in. Please don't say no car chase, no connection. Yo, thank y'all for liking the video. This is Floridian Rollo. Have a good night. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Y'all take it easy and peace. Remember, it's only I do the video tomorrow, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'll do the video for y'all tomorrow. All right? So, all praise to the Most High. Brown royalty to the people. To the business. Peace.